Hi, my name is. My name is. My name is. Hi, my name is. My name is. My name is.
John Harden.
Hi, my name is. My name is. My name is.
Yo, 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 yo! Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a hump day here in the Mid-South. And man, we just one day closer to a little bit of football. You know, yesterday I think I was off. Maybe my math is wrong, but am I crazy? We were 9 days to the NFL, right? Yep. Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, that's right.
No, then my math was on. Because somebody was
on.
text me and said, we're 8 days from the NFL.
Well, it depends on how you count. If you count the day you're at, then it's one. If you don't count the day you're on,
Oh,
it's
so
another.
he's just being an idiot. How you not going to count the day you living in, homie?
Well, because I know, I'm going up to Nashville next Wednesday to see Avril Lavigne in concert.
So you're leaving a week from
And-
today in 7 days.
Bingo. But I was talking to Melinda the other day. She was like, I can't wait.
This
I
is
don't
some
remember what day
women's
this
math
was.
about to come in here.
She
We're
wa-
leaving in 6 days.
She was like, exactly. She was like, we're leaving in 7 days, and I was, or 8 days, and I was like, no, it's 9 days, and she was like, no, and I was like, today, tomorrow, and I counted it, and she was like, well, my day's pretty much almost. This was 1 o'clock, John. I'm talking to her. She was like, my day's basically over, so I don't want to count today. It's like it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You still have half your day left, so. Yeah, it just depends on how you look at it. Kind of glass half full, glass half empty approach.
You know, you saying, though, it's 1 o'clock and her saying that her day's over. 1 o'clock, my day just begins.
Exactly. But
Big-
she wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So she goes to bed at 8:30. So
I'm
her
talking
day's
about-
almost over at 1, I guess.
What I mean is at 1 o'clock in the afternoons when I get off air.
Exactly. That's
and
when
then
you can live.
I get to live. And I usually start my afternoon with a nice little trip to Buster's Liquor Store. Sometimes I already have gone by Buster's Butcher to get my steaks and my meats, so I just can go stop by the Ridgeway Trace Liquor Store location. It's really simple. Yeah, you didn't know they had a new Buster's Liquor Store? Well, you do now. Right there at Ridgeway Trace Shopping Center. It's big, it's beautiful, it's bad to the bone. They have the original gangster. I don't have to go there today. I'm going to the Ridgeway Trace one because on Tuesday I did two-stepping. I went to Poplar and Highland. It's close to everybody. Went and got me a big fat bottle of Tito's. Then I went right next door to 199 North Highland Street. And guess what? That's where Buster's Butcher is. And you're like, John, Buster's Butcher? And I'm like, yes, it's a full-service It's a full-service butcher shop. They have curated selections, everything from beef to pork. All your quality meats. Like, the names of sandwich meats that I don't know how to, pronounce. Like, I just usually say, yeah, give me them Italian meats, you know what I'm saying? Because they're delicious. They also have cheeses, prepared foods that they make in-house every day. So when you're thinking about the best food in the world, if you want the best sausage, steak, the best, just go to Buster's. Make sure you go Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, 12 to 6 on Sunday. I'm telling you right now, learn more at bustersbutcher.com. Come see why every cut counts at Buster's Butcher. Man, I hope I didn't butcher that damn spot as bad as I think I did.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Lord, speaking English for some of us is a little bit difficult. For somebody who talks on the radio, it probably shouldn't. I will say I'm not 100% today. I think I have COVID brain. Did you know that?
COVID brain is better than actually having COVID.
Does that mean just because my brain... Yeah, I don't want COVID.
No, I don't want you to have COVID, John.
That would be terrible because then you probably get it, right?
Exactly, and I don't want COVID.
I don't think I have COVID, buddy.
I have a concert to get to next week, John.
Man, who is it?
I just told you who it was, so I'm going to let you guess. Because
I've
I
heard-
literally just
Busta
told
Rhymes.
you 30 seconds ago.
Busta
Right before you
Rhymes.
did your spot, Avril Lavigne.
That's right. See, that's why I skipped it.
Yeah, because you're like, Avril Lavigne.
She's
gross.
the girl who wears the dark... no, I know who she is. She's kind of cute, but she wears the dark eyeshadow.
Yeah,
right?
She's a little a little punk rock, if you will.
I'm sure she's got some skills, man. I'm down with a little Avril Lavigne.
Absolutely.
Especially, do the ladies like her?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Now, I got to ask all you people, because you realize that today, again, we are just T-minus 1 day from an amazing Thursday schedule of football. It's wall-to-wall football. The only thing that's difficult about tomorrow, have you noticed, like, these games are really hard to handicap. And I mean really hard to handicap. The one game that I've been able to look at a whole lot, and I've already decided that I'm betting on, I've already bet on it, is, of course, the main one. I think the best game on Thursday night. And you know who that is?
Minnesota and North Carolina, John. No, let me try this again.
Nope. North Dakota State and Colorado.
What side are you leaning? Or are you leaning the
North
total?
Dakota State, bro, plus
Really?
10.5 right now.
They're starting running backs out, is what I heard.
Dude, I don't care if they're starting running backs out. I don't care if they're starting running backs out. Who in their right mind is going to be betting on North Dakota State? Not too many people. You can get 10.5 points right now, and guess what? 10.5 is only minus 105. Minus 115 to take the Buffs, minus 10.5. I just don't like it because, again, North Dakota State's won 9 of the last 13 FCS championships. They produce talent year in and year out. They've had Trey Lance, Carson Wentz come through there. They have 3 defensive linemen that are all conference this year. What's the one concern for Colorado? It's their offensive line. Shedeur Sanders scares me. The defense is going to be solid. The other thing I'm kind of leaning back when we start looking at North Dakota State and Colorado, 60.5? Does that total a little high for you? For me, maybe.
My buddy bet the under.
I like the under, too. I like 10.5 and under because I think it's going to be a tight, very close football game that comes down to the stretch. Now, the North Carolina-Minnesota game that you mentioned.
Sky Yuma. Row the boat.
That line is North Carolina on the road, and they're a 2-point favorite, North Carolina is.
What do we think about North Carolina, John? Nobody this offseason has been talking about the Tar Heels, but I think some very important questions. Got to replace your quarterback.
Drake May.
Your head coach is old. You know, I mean,
you talking about Mac Daddy Brown?
He's old. I mean, he's a good coach. He's old.
He's the miggity Mac Daddy. Dude.
He's been everywhere.
Who used to sing the
as long as
Miggity
you're North
Mac
Carolina
Daddy
and
song?
Texas?
Was that Criss Cross?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one.
Somebody let me know at the Sissy Log Cabin Texan listener line 901-360.
But honestly, John, what do you think of this North Carolina team this year?
I have no idea.
Do you think so? Okay, so I can't even ask my question. Do you think they're going to be competitive in the ACC this year? Because everyone's talking about Florida State and Miami, and now Georgia Tech's getting a lot of love because of their win. SMU's kind of been that dark horse team people are talking about. I've not heard a single NC State. That's another good one. I've not heard a single person even say a word good or bad about North Carolina.
Because I don't think many people know what Mac Brown's going to have this year. They know, one thing about this team is no matter what lately under Mac, they've been able to score. They've been able to put points up on the board. They just haven't been able to stop anybody. And that's been kind of the sad part. And then the ACC, everybody talks about how difficult the Big 12 is, like to kind of figure out. I agree. But so is the ACC. We watched Georgia Tech absolutely handle Florida State, who was preseason number 10, overrated, obviously. Georgia Tech may be a little underrated. We're going to find out a whole lot about NC State, especially early in the season. I mean, you know who they play after they play that little patsy tomorrow night? Who do they play again that's so pathetic tomorrow night? Western Carolina?
I think that's right, yeah.
Maybe not.
No, that is right.
Oh, it is? Okay.
You're talking about NC State, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they play Western Carolina. You nailed it.
I don't even know
how
I pulled that one.
Don't sleep on Western Carolina, though, John.
Oh, are you being serious?
The number 20th preseason FCS team in the nation. How about that? I have all these. You want to ask me any team, John?
I don't have. Okay,
I have all their FCS rankings here.
North Dakota State is number 1, though, right?
No, they're number 2.
They're number 2 this year?
Yeah, because South Dakota State's number 1. South Dakota State. Look, this battle that we have between the two states, North Dakota State and South Dakota State, two great programs.
Which one is the Christy Nome girl that shot her dog that was all in the newspaper?
I think that's North Dakota.
I'm going for them. Not because they shot her dog.
Yeah, I'm not going for them.
I will say she's pretty good looking.
Yeah, well, I don't care if she's good looking or not. Shot a dog.
Now, she did say it was a wild dog with rabies.
Oh, okay, well that I guess makes it a little.
You never
better.
saw Old Yeller, did you?
No, it's too sad of a book, John.
Dude,
How
I
can
cried
read
so
that?
hard, man. Golly.
So
You know
yeah,
what? I'm a dog lover. I don't know if I can go for Christy Nome just because she's good looking. I can't look
right.
past it.
we have John.
And I'm just saying good looking for her age, too, by the way.
John, we have three. We have three FCS top 25 teams playing tomorrow night against FBS schools. And we have a top 25 matchup in FCS. An
Okay,
FCS
so
versus an FCS
I've
top
given-
25 matchup.
I've given you one that I'm going with. I'm going North Dakota State plus
I like
the 10
that.
and a half. What do you think about the other ones that you're supporting? Do you support any other ones?
Oh man, I honestly, John, that was going to be my job today. As I was going to start looking at these games for tomorrow night. Now, can I give you? I just want to float this out there, John. I don't know what I think about it yet. On Saturday, so we're looking ahead a good bit. Arizona and New Mexico play. Okay, everyone has high hopes about Arizona. New coach though, they bring back their starting
Bruh.
quarterback from last year.
Noah Fafita?
Exactly, they
I
bring
mean,
back
that
Noah
dude's
Fifita.
cold-blooded.
Here's the thing.
I can't believe he didn't follow Jed Fish.
I'm surprised too. But New Mexico, they play New Mexico, a team that's already had a game this year against, I know it was an FCS school, but a quality opponent in Montana State. If you want to start your season against an FBS team, that's the team to start up. They led by as many as 17 in that game, John. This New Mexico offense is fun to watch. The defense is the issue for this team. Arizona runs the ball a lot. They're going to run all over New Mexico this week, but that line's at 31.5. And I think with this New Mexico offense, Bronco Mendenhall, I just would be really surprised if they lose by more than 32 points. I guess more than 31 because it's with the hook in there.
That's kind of you got me listening.
So I don't know. I got to look more into it. But
Look into that one. Let me know.
that one's
Is
the
this
one I got
something
my
you
eyes
might be
on.
dropping tomorrow on
Maybe
your show?
it could be. I'm thinking, John, we do our Friday football forecasts thanks to First National Bank and Trust. They're our great sponsors for that segment. We do that on Friday, so this is one that it might be my shock on Friday because that's a lot of points against a New Mexico team that I think is going to be, if they can just kind of shore up some things defensively from week one, 32 points is a lot.
It is a lot, but man, did you see Missouri being a 46.5-point favorite over poor Murray State?
How about that? They're that big of a favorite against an FCS school, and the game's still sold out.
I don't know if you know this. They're expecting big things in Missouri.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They are expecting really, really, really big things. But yeah, again, we have a crazy slate tomorrow night. Tennessee fans are going to be watching NC State as they play September 7th versus each other. You got Arkansas fans who's going to get a little excited. They play Arkansas Pine Bluff.
That's right.
That is just brutal. Did you know they're not even going to set a line on this game?
They
Or at least
will.
I haven't
It'll
seen
come
one.
out tomorrow.
You think it'll wait till then?
That's what they usually do.
That's going to
with
be
these
a
type of
brutal,
games.
brutal
It
line.
will be.
Brutal. And then there was one that I thought was kind of interesting. Did you see where who was it? It was Jackson State was playing who? Oh, Coastal Carolina.
That's right. No, yeah, Jacksonville State.
Jacksonville State,
Yes,
sorry.
yes.
Jacksonville State's playing Coastal Carolina. And guess who's Jacksonville State's favorite? I mean, Coastal Carolina lost their guy.
Sure did.
You know where he's playing, don't you?
He's at NC State now.
Yeah, man.
how
So
about
he'll be
that?
playing on just a different channel, same day, same time, but just different teams. You
Yeah,
think
that should be a
Grayson
fun
McCall
game.
is going to be able to actually make the switch?
I think so. I think he's a good quarterback. It's just, can he stay healthy? I mean, that was his biggest issue the past couple of years at Coastal. Great when he's on the field. It's just, the health has been an issue. So that's a good question. But I think I'm excited to see what he can do with this NC State team.
I will say Tennessee fans, though, who are very excited about Nico Iamaleava,
There you go.
they are going to also not be watching NC State. On Friday, they're going to be watching Oklahoma. First SEC game for Oklahoma at Norman against Tennessee. I saw this the other day. Last time they played was 2015. We had Joshua Dobbs playing quarterback versus Baker Mayfield.
Wow.
It's been a while, and guess what? Tennessee had a nice lead and everything, and all of a sudden Baker brought a major comeback. They won that thing late. But yeah, man, everybody for Tennessee will be watching NC State on Thursday. Again, Temple plays Oklahoma on Friday. Another game we'll also be looking at is Stanford's playing tomorrow night, right?
They're the late night game tomorrow night.
Against TCU.
No, Friday night.
Friday night, yeah.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow night. I'm already moved on to Friday.
Yeah.
Friday night. So they play the late game, the 9:31 that keeps you up all night so you get up early in the morning with a nice hangover and then have a little Tito's Bloody Mary in the morning to get ready for game day. That game's kind of interesting to me to pay attention. And again, this is early. This is when you got to get ready. Now, speaking of game day in the morning, I want to ask this question to Sissy Log Cabin text and listener line. Because I love college game day. I don't watch the big noon kickoff over on the
Do we
FS.
know where Big Noon is this weekend? I should look that up.
Look that up and find out. I have no idea where they are. I just know that I love college game day. Kirk Herbstreit, Howard, the boys, everything. Like, I mean, it's just, I think it's a great show. My question is, though, which is the better show? Inside the NBA on TNT or college game day? Let me know what you think. 901-360-8255. I think it's college game day, but it's because I like college football more than I like the NBA.
Sure.
But the quality from Shaq Kenny,
Oh, it's one of its own.
Chuck,
Big Noon will be at Penn State in West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
that might be a pretty good game.
I'm excited about that one. That
That's
should be a
not
good
till that's 11 o'clock on Fox,
so
baby.
it'll be right there when they.
You know,
wrap
Saturday
up.
mornings got a couple good games.
Really good slate.
Like you got Clemson in Georgia.
Uh-huh.
That's on ABC at 11 a.m. Then you got Penn State and West Virginia on Fox at 11. I mean, how good is James Franklin's boys going to be?
That's right.
Are they going to be able to trust Drew? Is it Aller?
I always hear Aller.
What? I can't ever damn remember. Why don't you do me a favor and throw a pass in the second half of a meaningful game and win one, and I'll figure your name out.
So then I can hear your name from the commentators.
But Penn State only an 8-point favorite, by the way. The weird thing is that you see on at least the MGM, you have to lay 140 to take Penn State -8.
Wow, that's actually crazy.
It's a little bit strange, isn't that a weird line?
It sure is.
I mean, they have different spreads if you want to, but that's just the one that's popped up right there on the screen. And then also, 11 o'clock, we're going to get to find out what the hell Vanderbilt's got because they're playing Virginia Tech.
And Virginia Tech, I'm excited about this Virginia Tech team. They got a nice quarterback up there. And
Who'd they upgrade to?
No, it's the same guy from last year, I believe. But
Oh, and you're excited this year for him?
He's getting older. I forget his name, but yeah, I'm excited about that.
And then, like later in that afternoon, everybody and their grandmother's going to be watching Tennessee at 11:45 on the
Drones.
SEC
Good player.
network. I feel bad for Chattanooga. The thing is, though,
Another preseason top
does
25
Josh
team.
Heupel go out there and absolutely ham-based and just lamb-based and roast Chattanooga? I don't think so. The line's 38.5.
Chattanooga, number 9 in the FCS preseason poll. How about that?
And they're getting 38.
Wow.
And a half?
Wow. And it's their Super Bowl, John.
Well, it's more for me. It's, man, like Tennessee doesn't want to show a whole lot in that ball game, so NC State can scout them the week before.
Sure, yeah.
I think they're going to be very vanilla, but of course, Tennessee fans do want to see Nico go crazy for a half. And then poor Akron, they play Ohio State.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I can't give you anything on that.
Now, my favorite game for Saturday, the game I'm looking forward to the most, Miami and Florida.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Billy Napier on a hotter seat than you can imagine. Graham Mertz came in there last year, played better than anybody. Florida has the most difficult schedule on planet Earth, period, end of discussion. Have you seen their schedule? It is the most brutal thing you've ever. I mean, you doing this to Billy Napier right there is just the year that he is fighting for his job.
Yeah.
Damn, Napier, I feel bad for you. But that game is going to be big. But also, Mario Cristobal has been terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Again, kneel the ball last year, and you would have another win, but you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
You ran the ball, your boy fumbled, it popped up, cornerback picked it up, took it back to the house, and you lost on a 2-point conversion because you're dumb.
Yeah, this one's big for both teams because, like you said, I mean, with Florida, their schedule's so tough. You ask any Florida reporter, Florida fan.
Think about this just real quick so
Yeah.
people understand that are listening. They open with Miami. They do have a patsy next week in Sanford, but then they have Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Central Florida. You know who the quarterback is at Central Florida?
KJ Jefferson.
KJ Jefferson with Gus Malzahn.
right.
No, you don't look at Central Florida and be like, oh, at least they got Central Florida. No, KJ Jefferson and Gus is going to like that. They're going to be rolling on
Yeah.
that bus. Follow that up by Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia. Listen to this stretch: Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, Florida State. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's brutal. So for this game, you've got Florida, who you ask anybody that covers that team or is a fan of the team, they say if Billy Napier
Easier
makes
game,
a bowl
Sanford
game,
or Mississippi State, because those look like the only two
Sanford's,
easy games.
I also believe is a
on-
top 25 preseason team.
on the
They're right there
damn
around
schedule.
it. But for Florida, like you ask anybody and they say he gets to a bowl game, his job is pretty much safe. So you really want to win this game against Miami, even though they're ranked, because that can really set you up because of how tough your schedule is. But then on the flip side for Miami, if you lose against Florida, you have all of these preseason expectations, all of this hype. If you go out there and lose to Florida game one, everyone's going to start saying, yep, U's not back. It was another offseason of hopes and dreams. So really, massive game for both teams week one.
And me, Cam Ward is finally going to get introduced
Yeah.
to basically the entire world.
Yeah.
All eyes on Cam. But boy, the ACC would take a hell of a hit if Georgia Tech lost, beat Florida State.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you got the Gators beating Miami.
Yeah. SMU struggling in their first ACC game. Then you got Miami losing. Yeah, that'd be a bad start to the year for the ACC.
Realistically, I want you to think about this. Sanford, Mississippi State are the only two games that I'm guarantee you
Yeah.
that Florida will be favored in.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Whew.
That's crazy.
Good luck. College football is
Trying to
almost-
find Samford on my list to see if
On
they
your
are,
rankings?
if they are preseason ranked. I do have the rankings pulled up. That's probably easier. I can just look at that.
And then again, we got football Thursday, Friday. We got it on Saturday, so around 2:30 again. We already talked about the great games. You have Miami and Florida. Well, the fun just continues pretty much all day long, all day strong. I can't wait to see. Ole Miss and Furman. I can't tell you I can't wait to see that game. I'm kind of like, do I go? I'm so struggling. Do I go to that game?
I think you do, John. Every fan needs that first game.
I love the
tune-up.
Grove.
I hear this week Oxford has been crazy
Getting bucked.
because it's the first week for everybody, and I think they had a massive freshman class come in. I heard it is just mayhem down there. Good for business.
But there's some good, man. There's some action that I want to see, like that Notre Dame Texas A&M game that's just staring you in the face. So, do I want to be sitting at Vaught Hemingway while I could be sitting in a bar watching all the games in Notre Dame and Texas A&M?
Well, that's the rough thing with televisions now and us having access to all these games is, a lot of people get into that mindset of, well, I could just watch it at home.
I'm telling you, man. I'm looking forward to Texas A&M. I love Texas A&M. I feel like it's almost a sucker's bet, but I love it.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's beat up on their offensive line. My man Mike Elko knows all about. My man, do I always get Riley Leonard Riley?
Riley Leonard, you got it. You nailed it.
It's like two first names.
That's right.
Yo, what up, Leonard? Yo, what up, Riley? Or, Riley Reed. No, that's a first name. That's a first name. No, yeah, that was a first name.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think of how many Rileys I knew. Sunday, USC LSU. That's going to be ridiculous. We're all pounding the over. So we are going to have a ton of fun. And then on Monday, believe it or not, you have football, and it's Florida State against Boston College. And we'll find out if Florida State gets up off the mat or it's going to be a long, dead gum year. Again, it is Wednesday. We got college football tomorrow. We got baseball updates, NFL. Man, your fantasy draft. I hope you're getting ready for it. Some crazy stuff. I got a crazy story. If you already had your fantasy draft, you are going to either feel really happy if you took Mr. Williams. If you took Mr. Blake Corum.
Oh.
And very, very depressing if you took Kyron Williams. Oh. And I'm going to tell you why. But that'll be a little bit later. 12 o'clock, we're going deep in the NFL. On the other side, we got Dustin Starr.
Have you had your fantasy draft yet?
No, I did. Well,
Okay.
I had my one that I don't consider. It's kind of my tune-up. It's very, very... Okay, it's small. It's too small of money for me to carry.
Right. Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like my tune-up draft is what I call it. But I will tell you, you're going to laugh at me.
Uh-huh.
In that league, one of my friends, she is hilarious. She has Tua as her quarterback.
Heck yeah. Oh, jeez.
Do you know what she named her team?
Hawk Tua.
How'd you know?
Yeah, because I saw someone else say that this is a great fantasy name this year. For
She
fantasy
stole
football.
it. I thought she gave us an original, man. And I will tell you something. I don't care if she stole it because that's the name of her team, and I cried.
Well, I saw someone said draft T.J. Hawkinson and Tua, and then you can be Hawk Tua.
That's pretty good
Yeah.
too. I love that, man. Fantasy football names, man, they're great.
Yeah, I
We're going
guess
to take
so.
a quick time out, people, because we have Dustin Starr who's going to join us. Again, we're going heavy in the NFL. I got some great Hardwood stories and a little advice for you. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to real sports talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
Visit Frontier Western Store today for new shirts and boots. Frontier is your top Carhartt store in the Mid-South. There's thousands of in-stock shirts and jeans. They have the classic K87 pocket tee in every color they make, including new ones just released. Available small to 4X. Want new jeans? Frontier has you covered with super tough work denim by Carhartt. And you've got to check out their selection of Harriet jeans for men, women, and children. You'll love how easy it is to find the size and style you need. Have you seen Frontier's remodeled world-famous boot showroom? It continues to expand. New styles by Ariat just arrived, plus plenty of in-stock proven classics too. Whether you need work or dress boots, trust that Frontier's the place to come. See thousands of pairs of Ariat boots and thousands more by Dan Post, Corral, Durango, Rocky, Twisted X, and others. And Frontier's pricing is lower than online and chain stores, so you know just the local shop to visit. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
Listen up, I've got Marty McNade on the line at Gossett Volkswagen, Germantown. Marty, you might be too busy moving back prices over there. What's up?
Going way back, Randy. Doc's orders. I've got 2024 Teos SE or 2024 Jetta Sport. Got to go back in time to get the good old days at $275 a month.
Great Scott, McNade. Plus, I hear the 2024 Atlas Peak Editions are going for $5,000 off MSRP or 1.9 for 60 months.
That's right, Randy. During the Volkswagen Savvy Summer Sales Event, your future is whatever you make of it. So go to Gossett Volkswagen Germantown at 7420 Winchester Road or shop online at GossettVWG.com.
Ask for Marty to find out how much he can move you back on price. That's Gossett Volkswagen, 7420 Winchester Road.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Head to Mattress Firm's best sale of the year, the Labor Day sale. Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 instant gift. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store website for details.
Top Gun is the largest indoor range in the Mid-South, but size isn't their only difference. Top Gun has the best instructors with over 300 years combined experience and classes all the way from first shot to master marksmanship. Plus, Top Gun is affordable. Gold membership is just $48 a month. That's just $1.60 a day for unlimited range time. Free gun rentals with purchase of ammo and members lounge access. Top Gun 2770 Witten Road and TopGunMemphis.com. Always shoot with the best. Top Gun Memphis.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square. Fun, friendly, exciting, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs for all your favorite games, 24 taps for all your favorite beers, including NA and local craft beers, and an in-front-of-the-wall pool bar for all your other favorite beverages, including a full wine list. And in an upscale menu, patio seating, daily specials, and events, and you found all your sports in the one right place. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square, Highway 70.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highland, where every cut is the right cut. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Hump Day, everybody. We're one day closer to college football as we kick so many dead gun games off on Thursday. We got Friday. We got Saturday. We got Sunday. We got Monday. And next Thursday, we have the NFL. Damn right. A little bit fired up if you can't tell. But I'm also going to remind everybody, man, you could be a big football player or you could be a retiree. I can tell you one thing, it doesn't matter who you are. I know everybody out there needs protection. If you're a wrestler and you run into Dustin Starr, you might need protection. Why don't you have the best, Bob Simpson? He can buckle you up with auto insurance. He can back you up with life insurance and health insurance. He can also cover your business, whether it's starting, growing, or maturing. Don't forget to insure your home. You can be an owner. You can be a renter. It doesn't matter. Like a good neighbor, State Farm's there. Call Bob Simpson today, 901-381-1233. That's 901-381-1233. Or go online and get a free quote at bobsimpson.org. Stay protected with your good neighbor, Bob Simpson. I will tell you, I don't care what anybody says. I'm definitely butchering everything. Like, I can't speak English today. I did not
I think you're doing great.
do anything. I'm telling you, man. I hope this cold ain't the vid and I got COVID brain. Scared to take one of them tests. I'd hate for it to say yes. Let's talk with my buddy Dustin Starr. What's up, Holmes?
Hey, you can't test positive if you don't test at all.
I agree. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my goodness.
You're sounding kind of scruffy there, my friend.
Yeah, I've been fighting off what I thought was just, I think is just a little cold. The only thing
You'll have to do your voiceovers because you got that rawr, you got that oomph.
Yeah, I sound a little bit, I sound raspy. Now, a little raspy. Now, I got a question for you. Tell me, how did my guy, Mr. Insane, how did everything go on down at the Wrestle Center? Because Sandman is a wild man that I definitely want to hang out with.
Yeah, I apologize for all the F-bombs that he dropped on the interview last week. He texted me beforehand and said, "Hey, is this live?" And I said, "Yes, sir, it is." And he goes, "Okay." I guess that meant full steam ahead. He didn't drop any F-bombs at the Wrestle Center and talk about the Sandman, ECW legend, but, man, he was one of the best VIP sessions that we've had. And I asked Big Daddy, who's a merch daddy, he handles all the T-shirts and merchandise and all that kind of stuff, belts and action figures, and I said, well, where would you rank it? And he said, man, I don't know. He might have been a better VIP than Booker T. And Booker T, man, we had a lot of people show up for Booker T. So it was on Booker T level, man. Everybody loved the Sandman. They had beer cans that were getting autographed. Ghost River was in the house. They had these light up drinks. So all throughout the Wrestle Center, there were these light up cups all day long, which was cool. But Sandman was really accommodating. He was awesome. Drank some Ghost River beer, beat some people up, smoked a cigarette, and he did everything that you guys talked about and what he said he was going to do. It was awesome.
Man, I'm telling you.
It airs on Saturday, September 7th, and if you're watching on WMC Action News 5 Plus on Friday, that would be September 6th, so you can watch it first then.
Now, I also have to say, okay, so like this hadn't even aired.
No, this just happened on Sunday.
So so watching the highlights that you sent out, or just some pictures and stuff, I was going to tell you, I just love some of the pictures he has. He loves doing sign language. It just seems like he has a little bit of Tourette's mixed in there.
Yeah, he has a unique way of telling me that I'm number one.
Yes, that's exactly it.
There's like a fan video, which these are my favorites. These are the ones that go viral because you're not supposed to see them. But the Mr. P pulls up his phone. He's like, "Hey, I'm here at the VIP with the Sandman." He's like, "Hey, Sandman, wave to the camera." Sandman looks around, looks up, and shoots him the bird. He just laughs. It's just so funny.
Man.
But that's Sandman. That's what he is.
Dude, and the thing is, there's wrestlers that are actually there. I mean, there's so many different characters out there in wrestling, but a lot of them are characters. And then there's the Sandman, and he's a character, but he's just playing his own character in real life.
He said when we were kind of going through things on Sunday, just to peel the curtain back just a little bit, we're just in the middle of a conversation, and he randomly, because he does a Sandman podcast where he gives predictions and talks to his sons about wrestling, he looks up, he goes, "Can you believe my son thinks that Bryan Danielson is going to beat Swerve at AEW All In?" And I looked at Sandman, I thought for just a second, like, this is weird that he just said that, and I said, I agree with him. And then, I don't know if you keep up with that, but Swerve Strickland actually did lose the championship, so I had to text Sandman afterwards and say, "Hey, we told you so."
Nice.
But he was very thrilled to be there. He loved the Wrestle Center. He actually texted me, I guess on Monday when he got back. I just checked in with him to make sure he had a safe flight and everything. And he texted that it made it feel like it was USWA 1991. That's what the Wrestle Center felt like. And USWA, that was Memphis Wrestling back in 1991, late 80s, early 90s, it was on fire. So that was just a really good compliment from Sandman. So he had fun. So I'd imagine that we'll see him at some point again.
That is awesome. Now, you also have, I think, a big fundraiser coming up, don't you?
Then we got a whole schedule of events. Last week, the fundraiser that you're talking about, last week we were in Gleason, Tennessee.
Oh, did the Tater Throwdown already went down?
Taterstown Throwdown, too. Yeah, it was benefiting the Gleason Beta Clubs. Man, Principal Wild Thing Lee Lawrence was in the main event. Their principal was in the ring. He did a spear. One of the coaches came off the middle rope with a big elbow drop. It was, like, ridiculous. These teachers wrestle, sometimes better than some of the actual wrestlers. And they raised thousands of dollars for their annual trip for the Beta Clubs. Man, they told me that they had about 800 people in the house. So that was their count, was 800 people at Gleason High School, which was really cool. So up next for us is in Dyersburg, Tennessee. We're going to be at the Dyer County Fair on Saturday, September 7th. So that's next Saturday.
Man, you're always doing something, aren't you?
Well, that'll be the fourth year we've been at the Dyer County Fair. So that's a big deal. This one's Generations of Champions. So that's the theme of the Dyer County Fair this year. And then on the 13th, we're in Ripley, Tennessee for the Lauderdale County Fair. So those fair shows are a whole lot of fun, and you get to get one of those Pronto Pups, too, before you wrestle.
Favorite fair game?
Favorite fair game?
Mm-hmm.
I like throwing that ball and hitting the things, but it's rigged. You can't ever win.
The one where you talk about the big tubs that you try to get in the hole?
Oh, that's impossible. You have to hit it exactly perfect. I'll tell you what I'm really looking forward to is the Mid-South Fair. Mid-South Fair is coming up September 23rd. We're on a Monday night, and that one, to me, we used to get out of school to go to Mid-South Fair. And that was the only, one of the big opportunities where I got to go touch the ring and see the championship belt, because Jerry Lawler was always there doing an appearance before the show. And then, Mid-South Fair, they've got really, really good food and stuff.
So you're telling me in the next month you're going to be at 3 fairs?
Oh, yeah. We had Benton County Fair a couple weeks ago. I'm getting good at Pronto Puffs, man. Funnel cakes are not bad either.
I love the Pronto Puffs. I mean, that's you get the Pronto Puffs, please.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Damn, man.
Yeah. Good stuff.
You've been busy, and then you had the last, AutoZone, and they had their last fireworks show.
Yeah, so I think that was last Saturday, but they still have 2 homestands left. So next week is the second to last homestand, and then, of course, the following, I can't remember the date off the top of my head, but I think Grizzlies Day is coming up, where they're going to have the Memphis Grizzlies themed jerseys and stuff. Hey, and I don't know if we even talked about this. My boy Grizz got his own Funko Pop. We did a commercial, like an Austin Powers themed commercial for it.
He got a what?
He got a Funko Pop. The little collector's...
Oh my God! Hold on.
John.
This is
Somebody
what
Gabe
Kuhn. I mean, no. Like talking about like what a little kid would ask me. Gabe Sane, I think, said he wanted a Funko Pop.
Yeah.
In fact, that's what I got him for his birthday.
Yeah, they're little like figurines.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I can't believe I dug deep in my brain.
People that collect those, you usually have a ton of them. And so this year, Grizz has an official one. I think it just got released. But we were doing a little, video shoot, and I didn't really know what it was for. I just knew it was for something kind of Austin Powers like. And so I had an eye patch on. I think I was number 2 in the Austin Powers movie. Anyways, we shot this thing, and they were like, it's for Funko Pop. I'm like, man, that's super cool. So we're getting close to the season.
Damn,
Big
man.
time.
Everything's getting going. I got a question for you, though. Being a wrestler, did you see the Ric Flair, Mike Tyson, them two smoking a joint, and then Ric Flair going, I'm so glad we got together. I knew we'd really get along. Dude, that dude's pretty funny.
That is
and he
hilarious.
goes, woo!
I actually think it's kind of funny how I think I know the exact video you're talking about, because they're just sitting there cheesing.
Yeah, right on the
And
side
it's
of the
like-
street.
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute, we could do that now? Like,
Well, I
or
mean,
they
who's going to
can do
come up
that
to
now?
Ric Flair and Mike Tyson and say, put that out?
Is Tyson still fighting the Paul guy?
Man, I think he
Jake
he
Paul?
definitely is. It's coming up soon. He's going to whip that boy.
Man, I hope so. I need to see a fired up Mike Tyson.
Man, I will tell you one thing. The only thing that made me nervous about betting Mike Tyson in this fight was listening to his last podcast. Because, again, I am a fan. Like Aaron Rodgers, he likes taking psilocybin and ayahuasca and all that stuff. Mike Tyson's like, yeah, man, I make sure to take that while I'm training for my fights. And I'm like, man, I don't know if that's conducive to, like...
See, I thought he stopped smoking.
He stopped smoking weed and he takes
So he would be angry.
psychedelics. Yeah, he
Oh.
he quit smoking weed. He's going to stop smoking weed 2 weeks before the fight. But he said to focus on what he's got to do, he's going to take mushrooms. And I'm just like, damn, Mike,
Oh, my gosh.
that
Yeah,
makes
I
me
don't
a
know
little
about that.
nervous. All I
That's
know is
some
I want to
old
listen to
school.
the Grateful Dead or Goose or Widespread Panic when I'm eating mushrooms. Like, come
Oh,
on
my
now.
gosh.
Now, I also
Hey,
like
but
I got
before we go or anything, I do have to have some bad news.
Sid Vicious.
Yeah,
Dude, that's what I was going to bring up next. That's so sad.
I know. I had been texting Sid for the last month and a half, trying to get him for an appearance in November, because in 1996, November of '96, Psycho Sid Vicious made Memphis proud by winning the WWF World Championship from Shawn Michaels in Madison Square Garden. One of the biggest upsets, and the crowd flipped, and they all loved Sid. 1996 Sid was invincible. He was so great. But of course, I never got to book him. I did not know that Sid was that sick. And I read the post from his son Gunner, officially announcing that his father had passed away, and just shocked. Oh man! And then also, it's just funny how life works. A couple of weeks ago, he tweeted out that 2025, hopefully that's the year that he goes into the WWF or WWE Hall of Fame, because he and Vince did not have such a good relationship. Now that Vince is not there anymore, and Triple H and WWE is mending fences with a lot of these superstars like Jesse the Body Ventura, Bruno Sammartino previously, or CM Punk or whatever. So Sid really thought that maybe in 2025, time's running out is kind of what he tweeted out, and that hopefully he would get in since Vince was gone. So just a lot of thought. Man, I grew up watching.
Like,
Sid.
didn't
was
he
one of my
bust Hulk
favorite
Hogan's
wrestlers.
head, or is that just a memory that I have that's wrong?
He busted everybody's head. He wrestled Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania. So think of a kid watching WWE, WWF at the time, a Memphis wrestler who I saw cut his teeth here in Memphis on Memphis television is now headlining WrestleMania against Hulk Hogan. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. And then to see him actually win the championship off of Shawn Michaels. Me being a hometown boy here, it was like we were proud of Jerry Lawler, but when Jerry went, he wasn't 6'9" and 300 pounds like Psycho Sid Vicious, so his storylines were going to be a little bit different. But for Sid to go there and be at the pinnacle of professional wrestling, being the WWF champion, that to me was just tremendous. One of my favorites. He's going to be missed. Wish we could have had him at the Wrestle Center. But man, yeah, you guys, big shout out to Sid Vicious. Go watch one of his matches or one of his promos today. He was really just a physical specimen.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I mean, that's just terrible news. I hate to add, how old was he? He couldn't have been that old.
No, he wasn't. I think he was born in 1960.
I mean, he's
I'm
got
not
to. I was
mistaken.
thinking he's got to be in his 60s. He can't be, I mean, because I just
very
remember
young.
WrestleMania and him fighting Hulk Hogan. And I know, man. Well, actually, I was young. Never mind.
Let's see. I'm googling it right now.
I figure
just to
out
make
how
sure.
old I really am, and then I'm like, damn.
And of course, 63 years old.
Hmm.
Yeah, Marion, Arkansas. He lived like 10 miles from downtown Memphis, so still very much a hometown guy.
Wait a second. He
Sid
lived in
Justice.
Marion?
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
across
Sid
the bridge?
Justice, Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid, all. But yeah, just across the bridge. He still lived there. hmm His son was on Big Brother.
The movie where people lock you in that place, and then you have to somehow win, and if you're the last person standing, you get $1 million and stuff.
That's right. Yeah, his son actually was in that game, maybe even a couple of seasons actually. And so I think the last time Sid wrestled on WWE, I think was 2007. It was a surprise appearance. And then I know, a couple of years ago, Sid was still very active doing bodybuilding contests. I remember seeing some pictures from that. But yeah, Sid will definitely be missed. One of my favorites, the local Memphis wrestling guy that just made it super duper big time.
So many Memphians involved in wrestling. You have brought it back. It is absolutely booming. There are young people out there that might be listening to this for the first time. You could actually, a lot of people are like, man, I wish I could get into wrestling. Tell them how it's possible for them.
It's very easy. WrestleCenter901.com. That part's easy. Go check that out. It'll tell you all about us, where we're at. You can schedule a tour. If you haven't been to the Wrestle Center, man, you should definitely check it out anyway, especially if you're a wrestling fan. When you walk in, man, there's championship belts everywhere. It's clean. It's painted up. It looks awesome. It's fun. But imagine training there and then wrestling on television there. I just think it's really cool. So WrestleCenter901.com, and we've got a whole slew of new trainees, man. You just wait. The future of Memphis wrestling is looking very, very bright.
Shoot, you got that young kid who's still in high school. His future's right in front of him.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought that up. We're going back to his school. We do a benefit for his baseball team, Ingomar Baseball, and he's a team captain out there on the baseball team. So it's really cool. We do a big battle on the ball field, and the money that we raise benefits the Ingomar Baseball team. And those tickets are on sale. So that's going to be on Friday, September 20th. In New Albany, Mississippi. So tickets are at memphiswrestling.tv. Not very far a drive either, about an hour or so.
Follow Dustin Starr at Dustin Starr with 2 R's. Don't forget, make sure you always go. Championship WrestlingMemphis.com still works. You can find out all the information. They got everything going on. You got the Dyers Fair. That's just a little over a week away. You got the Loudoun County Fair, Mid-South Fair, September 23rd. And then who do you got coming in town on the 15th?
15th, we got Jonathan Gresham, the Octopus. He's coming back, and we're going to make an announcement about somebody else that we're confirming too.
His stage thing is the Octopus?
Oh, yeah, man. This dude is so good at wrestling. It's almost like he has, more than 2 hands and 2 feet to tie you up in. He's just that good. Hey, another thing that you'll be kind of excited about, Ghost River on Main Street.
Yeah.
We're doing a big live event there on the 21st. So our Saturday night, September 21st, 8 p.m. bell time. So it is family friendly, but we got a little bit of a later bell time. That way we can go out there and do a little bit of drinking while we watch some wrestling. So those tickets are on sale, memphiswrestling.tv. And tickets are as low as $10 for that event.
My goodness,
So, literally, we're going to be out there wrestling, and it's going to be more of it is family friendly, but it will be a little bit more of a sharper Memphis wrestling product that you don't necessarily see on television.
Dude, Dustin, man, keep up the good work, my friend. I'm telling you, you are a blast. Everybody check it out. Follow him at Dustin Starr with 2 R's, and always listen on Wednesday. Be blessed, big homie.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys.
That is Dustin Starr. Got to remind you one thing. If you got to get away, please, it's one bar to go. It's Getaway Sports Bar. You need to know about this bar right now. Why? It's at 4632 Winchester Road. You can go there right now, get the coldest beer in town. They got great bar grub. They have 6 pool tables, 2 dart boards, a valley. You know those little golden tees? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, the original gangster, golden tee. There's 15 monster TVs. There's like 20 regular TVs. There's TVs everywhere. Man, it's a lot of fun. I'm telling you, it's a sports getaway. And you know how it is, man. When you want to watch it all, they're going to have it all. Their SEC Network's going to be on ABC, Fox, games galore. Where? Getaway Sports Bar, 4632 Winchester Road. We're back in Two Shake Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Family Leisure is having the world's biggest spa set. It's happening right now. You can save thousands on in-stock hot tubs that are ready to be delivered. Family Leisure has spas that start at just $28.99. You know those cold plunges? You can get one for yourself starting at $39.99. Or how about swim spas? They start at $17,499. Plus, Family Leisure has set up special financing just for this event. Have you been sitting on the fence about an above-ground pool? Get off that fence and get to Family Leisure to take advantage of huge discounts on all their in-stock above-ground pools. And if you need some patio furniture, it's all priced to move out now. It's not too late to have some summer fun, courtesy of Family Leisure. But you better hurry up. The world's biggest spa set might go on forever. Family Leisure. Witten Road at I-40. Family and fun come together. Jenkins Floors and More invite you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Horn Lake at 2356 West Goodman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
There are jewelry stores, and then there's Genesis Diamonds, the cutting-edge industry leader, the pioneer. Hey, it's Eric Hasseltine, and it's no secret that jewelry stores across America watch what Genesis is doing. Genesis was the first to offer a free lifetime warranty, the first to offer a 120% diamond upgrade guarantee, the first to offer aggressive long-term, zero-interest financing. And Genesis is always on the cutting edge of design and fashion, the styles other jewelers say are new and exciting. New and exciting for Genesis 3 or 4 years ago. Genesis has the fashion-forward brands other stores aren't even allowed to carry. It's no wonder you see jewelers from other stores going to Genesis to see what they're all about. For selection, quality, service, warranties, and guarantees, Genesis leads, others follow. So for diamonds, engagement rings, exclusive designer jewelry for any occasion, and luxury creative Rolexes, don't compromise. Get to the jewelry that set the industry standards year after year. Get to Genesis Diamonds on Networks Extended.
Calling all Memphis Tiger fans, the Liza's Light University of Memphis Soccer and Track Stadium Fund needs your support. In memory of Liza Fletcher, we're building a state-of-the-art stadium to provide our student athletes with the top-notch facilities they deserve. Help us reach our Phase 1 goal of $7 million and make a true impact for this community. Let your light shine. Visit lizaslight.org and donate now.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highland, where every cut is the right cut. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's Wednesday. You're at hump day, baby. One more day before we got football. I mean, with a lot of football. I'm fired up about gambling tomorrow. But I'm not gambling right now. There's day baseball on, but I just, sometimes I used to think, man, let's try to stack a little cash.
Of course, who don't like stack some cash?
No, baseball hasn't been all that great to me.
We got Paul Skeens on the mound.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, why aren't we shutting Paul Skeens down? He's already proved what he can do. I mean, he already gave. I mean, have you noticed in his last 3 starts how he's starting to go down a little bit? In fact, he hasn't topped 100 miles an hour more than twice in his last 3 starts.
Well, maybe that's him shutting it down.
Well, I'm just saying. How about we got 1 month, man.
That's right.
Pirates, where are they going?
Nowhere.
He's got it. He's got enough. And the fact that he gave up 2 hits in a run in the first inning when I had a Nerfy.
Oh.
Hey, shut Paul Skeens down.
Both teams scored in the first inning.
Yeah, no. I wish I would have taken the tie.
Brian Reynolds hit a home run.
But anyway, I'm being kind of serious. Paul Skeens has been out there. He's proven how well. He's a stud. Mm-hmm. He's 8-2 on the season. His ERA is 2.16 right now. I don't know. It might have bumped up a little bit. He's got 130 Ks on the year. He's held his opponent's batting average under 200 with a 198. I mean, let's do this. Let's set him down. He started 17 games. I'm sitting him down. I just brought that up because, again, he should.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
I probably wouldn't have taken a Nerfy if Paul Skeene wasn't on the bump today and he was playing the Cubs. So you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Now, here's also another thing. Dude, what's up with the Braves, bro?
That's a good question.
You know how about 2 weeks ago I was like, man, I think I might need to take the Mets.
Yeah.
They're only 3 games behind the Braves right now. Braves have lost everything. Now Austin Riley, oh my gosh, he's out 6 to 8 weeks. Did we break his hand? They're going to just sink. Well, they still have a 3-game lead over the Mets.
Yeah.
The Mets are playing good baseball, but guess
they
what?
Sure are.
Braves lost the lead late last night and came back and won that Junt Extras. They've won 5 of their last 6 games. They don't got nobody other than Marcell Ozuna, who's hitting like a tank. And by the way, let's be real, Matt Olson over this last week stretch has been hella good. Do we continue riding these Braves, man?
That's a great question.
And again, Aaron Nola, did you see what he's done his last 3 games?
And what has he done? I have not.
0.95 ERA. Yesterday he threw 7 innings, no runs, 6 Ks, only 1 walk, only gave up 4 hits. They're rounding out. And guess who's all knotted up in the Central? Kansas City Royals,
Yeah, they won again
Chicago
last night.
Guardians. Royals 3-game win streak, 7-10, and guess what? They have a crucial tiebreaker over Cleveland Guardians. Did you know
How about
that?
that? Wow.
If they finish tied, guess who gets it?
The Royals.
The Royals, man.
Wow.
Bobby Witt Jr. playing like a maniac.
They play again today, don't they?
A maniac. Yeah, but I ain't betting it.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
I mean, am I just being soft because I'm trying to save all my mental acuity, which doesn't feel like much is left to focus on one simple thing, and that's called college football.
John, it's football season.
And
I don't blame you.
my fantasy draft.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody can blame you, John. It's football season.
I do kind of like Kansas City plus 130 to 12-10.
Well,
Oh, man, walk me off the ledge, bro.
John, I mean...
Oh, Michael Walk is pitching for Kansas City.
Well, that can walk you off
But you
the
know what?
ledge.
He's been amazing this year. It's like
has
amazing.
been.
Watch Jack Flaherty leave St. Louis. He's good. Watch Michael
Right.
Wacha leave, and he's
That's
actually
right.
good. Why is everybody, when they leave St. Louis, good?
Well, it's a great question, something that I would like to find out as well. But, John, let me put it to you like this. You never know what happens in baseball. One hit can change an entire game. Do you want to bet on that? Or are you going to bet on North Dakota State and Colorado?
North Dakota State,
I
Colorado.
mean, come on now. We got college football tomorrow. You only got to wait one more night.
Yep. I think you done fixed it. And I got a great story for you. You know, a buddy of mine retired, all right?
How about that?
So
Shout out him.
And life is good, right?
Of course.
So he's retired. He got a nice severance package.
Good for him.
He's been at home for about 6 weeks.
Okay.
He's ready to shoot himself.
Yeah. He's got to pick up a hobby.
So, and you understand why he's ready. He loves his wife. You know what I'm saying? Should I say his name on the air?
No,
She's not
maybe
listening
not.
to Sports Talk Radio host. What's up, Freddie? So my man, I didn't say his last name.
No, you just said his first
But I bet most people know what I'm talking about. But, you know, she's always there, so he's got to get a little job. Guess what? He got a job. He started today. He's been there 2 hours, and he got fired. I'll tell you why on the other side. Don't you dare touch the dial. We got NFL, Hardinwood, because it feels so good. And dadgummit, why don't you make yourself feel good? Go by Buster's Butcher Shop and get you a big old steak. Or maybe some chops or sausage or sides. Find out why every single cut counts at Buster's Butcher. Learn a little bit more at bustersbutcher.com. Make sure you go between 10 and 6 Monday through Saturday, 12 to 6 on Sunday. And let me tell you something, tailgating's around the corner. You know that, right? You want to get the best meat. Do you want to go out to tailgate and serve up nothing good? No, you want to serve up the best because there's nothing like a great tailgate. Make sure you get your meat from the one spot that I can promise you you'll have the best meat out there. That's Buster's Butcher, right next to the liquor store at 199 South Highland Street. NFL, Hardinwood, and how my buddy got fired after 2 hours of working at Walmart. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Sometimes I wish I had a gun.
Well, I'm armed, but before I bought one, I still went to Top Gun Academy to learn to protect myself without a gun.
How is that possible?
Top Gun's personal protection training. It's perfect if you want to protect yourself without firearms.
I don't know.
And it's perfect if you feel the need to carry a gun for self-defense, because the last thing you really want to do is shoot.
That is scary.
Not at Top Gun. It's very comfortable, and you learn to load, handle, and shoot a handgun safely. Protect yourself. Go to Top Gun Academy. They're at 2770 Winton Road.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Encore flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jimmy Stovall with Corky's Barbecue. We're celebrating 40 years in Memphis since opening our doors in 1984. And we want to thank you, our loyal customers, with some throwback menu items and some throwback pricing. For a limited time only, dine inside at any of our 4 area locations and get a world-famous full slab of ribs with 4 sides for only $19.84. We are also bringing back our legendary barbecue shrimp for only $13.99. And you can even have them served on a bed of cheese grits for the best barbecue shrimp and grits anywhere in town.
Encore flavor, Corky's Barbecue.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled, and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. Five Ash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com. 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
That was one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. Happy Wednesday. We do have baseball. Baseball is big right now, man. Braves are trying to hold off the Mets. You got right now the Royals and the Guardians fighting for supremacy of their division over there in the Central. All kinds of good stuff. And we got wall-to-wall baseball, but, man, it's about football, man. It's about football. It's about me, too, because my draft is this weekend. I got to get a draft in. I got to watch a lot of football. And I got to drink me some Tito's because nothing gets me ready for a little fantasy football draft or college game day quite like the best spirit around, and that's good old American Vita vodka, and that's Tito's. One Tito's is also a dog lover's vodka. So if you love dogs, you better love Tito's because Tito does more for dogs. Plus, Tito makes the best vodka, period. And you don't want no gluten up in that junk, do you? Tito's 100% corn, therefore, ergo, gluten-free. Yep. When life hands you lemons, you don't freak out, you don't fret, you don't stress, you just make a lemon drop. You make sure it's with the best, and that's Tito's handmade vodka. I can guess my buddy right now is probably going home to make him a little Tito's. My buddy Freddie, man, he retired. You know how it is. Worked in the insurance game, you know what I'm saying? Did it for so many years. Bounces. It's time to sit at home with the old lady and chill, right? Well, he decided that, damn it, he can't do it. And you can't go to the bar every day at like 9 a.m., you know what I mean? They don't even open till like 11. Some places a little early, like Neil's where the Fat Man rocks. It'll be open. Getaway Sports Bar, you can go there anytime, and they got the coldest beer in town. But he's trying to be a good man, right? So he's thinking to himself, what can I do, man? I don't want to do anything hard. I want it to be very, very easy. Oh, the coveted position of Walmart greeter. I mean, how many retirees wouldn't want to be a Walmart greeter?
Feels like they're all retirees.
Yeah, because you know how, like, you know what? And by the way, do you know why retirees go and want to greet people? Because they want to do anything to avoid their spouse.
Huh.
Like, can you imagine, like, y'all work all the time, and then you could barely stand each other when you were together that little bit of time of the day, and then all of a sudden now you're stuck with each other all day, every day? So you go to the deadgum Walmart store and you're like, hey, how are you doing? Welcome to Walmart. So my man's like, dude. So anyway, he's so excited. He got his job at Walmart. Sad news is he's already let me know he got fired today.
Wow.
So here's how it goes. I was like, what the hell happened, homie? And this is great. This is so great. So about 2 hours into his first day on the job, a very loud, mean-acting woman, I'm not going to put what he said, was walking in the store with her 2 kids, yelling obscenities all the way through the entrance. As he had been instructed, of course, he said very pleasantly, good morning and welcome to Walmart. Nice children you have there. And then he asked them, are they twins? Of course, her children, by the way, he said, were at least 2 years apart. He's like, they shared maybe similar features, but, you know, they definitely didn't look like each other. The woman stopped yelling long enough to say, hello, they aren't twins. The oldest is 9, the other one's 7. Why the hell would you think they're twins? Are you blind or just stupid? So he replied, I'm neither blind nor stupid, ma'am. I just couldn't believe someone slept with you twice. Have a good day and thank you for shopping at Walmart. That's my boy right there.
Wow.
I hope that's so true. I hope you don't have the dude. I'm telling you, I think he should get a raise for that one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's hilarious. What a comeback. Now, fantasy football. We've been talking a little fantasy football this week. We talked with Zach Boyd yesterday. We talked a little running back situation. Did you hear what Sean McVay is going to do now?
No, what's he going to do?
Do you
Inform me.
Do you know who's returning punts?
I couldn't tell you.
For the Rams?
I could not tell you. Puka Nacua.
Now, why would you do something like that to Puka Nacua?
I don't know. I just saw. The only reason I brought that up is because I saw his brother return a punt for New Orleans.
Nope, he is not returning punts. This is insane. Who do you have high on your draft board that would be playing for, of course, the Rams?
High on my draft board?
Like, do you not have Kyron Williams for the Rams as somebody that you would draft as running back?
Sure.
I mean, you would, right?
I already have my fantasy draft. I don't really keep up with fantasy football that close, so I don't know who's really the guys to target. I'm sorry.
Well,
but I'll play along. Yes, Kyron Williams is very high on my list.
All right. Well, this is so sad. But anyway, Sean McVay announced that he's going to return punts.
Kyron Williams is?
Mm-hmm.
That's good for fantasy, right?
No, dude. You draft a running back that you think is going to be back there like your workhorse.
Oh, that's true.
And he's now saying that, oh, this is the best thing for him because we're going to give him a chance to have explosive plays. He talks about he's not going to have to be the workhorse anymore. We want to get him in the game when he can really, really shine. You know why they're doing that? Because they're going to give the ball to Blake damn Corum. So if you already had your draft and you took him really high, like a lot of people, damn. That just is, like, really sad. Now, if you drafted Blake Corum, you're probably really happy right now, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I just can't even believe he did that. That kind of freaks me out. What do you think Kyron Williams is thinking right now? Like, damn, I just got demoted?
Probably.
I'd be thinking that. I'd be agitated. I'd be sad. It's just crazy. And then I have to tell a couple other people in the fantasy football whole world right now, quarterback situation. I just can't believe. Jalen Hurts, I understand why he goes extremely high. He could be number one. He could be great. I mean, the man runs touchdowns in, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel this offense is going to be totally different with their offensive coordinator and no Jason Kelce. Saquon Barkley's in the backfield, and a lot of people think that's going to be great for him. No, I think it's going to be more runs for actually their running back and less designed runs for Jalen Hurts. They got also Jahan Dotson. They added some other weapons. And yes, my man had like 23 passing touchdowns in a terrible year where he threw 15 interceptions, and he also still rushed for 15 touchdowns. He was good. But, man, there's just so many quarterbacks that are all jumbled up. And for people to jump off of Josh Allen, who's led the league in points basically the last few years, I think you're crazy because he lost Stephon Diggs. He's still going to rumble, stumble, and bumble. My dude rushes constantly. Last 4 years, this is his average. 4,400 yards, 35 touchdowns through the air. By the way, also averaged over that time span, same 6 rushing touchdowns. That's 40 touchdowns this dude's average over the last 4 years plus 4,400 yards. Josh Allen is still, I think, number one on the board. Absolutely love him. And then again, in the running back situation, I mean, Christian McCaffrey, he is that dude. Sorry, I'm dying, people.
You're good.
It is the...
I'm jotting down gambling nuggets over here for you.
I am just dying
you
over
are
here.
dying.
But Breece Hall, like Saquon Barkley is somebody that I think who spent his first 6 years in New York, missed a ton of time, but when he was out on the field, he was effective.
Uh-huh.
I like Jalen Hurts, and I like the weapons, but I like Barkley to actually come out and be a top 3 running back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
We're going to take a 2 minute
it's
timeout
probably smart.
because I think I'm going to die.
Yeah, hold on. Can you do a spot real quick, or you can't even do that?
I can breathe, barely.
Well, I'll tell you
Sorry
this.
about
I'll give you an update. The Pirates are losing 3-1, so it's probably a smart idea that you did not jump on that game because they're not playing well. Paul Skeens does not look like he has it today, so we'll see if they can bounce back. But 3-1 right now, bottom of the second inning. We'll keep you updated on that game. All right, John, let's take a break. We'll be back here in a second. We'll let you get some water or something. Back after this.
One of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health, provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today at 01-382-2363 or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Admit it. When you start thinking about tastes of Memphis, you think treats, sweets. You think Dinstall's. For 122 years now. What is that, 5 generations? When people wanted something to bring to a party that will just make everybody happy, they bring out Dinstall's. 122 years of Cashew Crunch, of Heavenly Hash, of Turtlettes, of their award-winning fudge. That's worldwide. It's known that well. Then there's the milk chocolate. It all starts there. There's the double-dip peanuts. And then every fall, those famous chocolate-covered strawberries with that fondant. And they won't tell you what's in the fondant, but it makes it oh so special. And easy to get to. 5 locations. There's where they make the candies in Pleasant View. There's Germantown. There's Collierville. There's even one downtown. down and in my neck of the woods in Laurelwood. You know what? 122 years made in Memphis and enjoyed by the whole world. Dinstall's.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises. Just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it. Because you're not just taking the bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets, vegan and gluten-free options available, convenience, and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com. So whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli, locations at Ridgeway and the Parkway Center, Upper Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and Goodman Road in Highland Branch. Jason's Deli is wholesome food and no surprises.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Thank you for sticking with me after that almost death spell. Thank you, Dacus. Appreciate that.
Hey, you do not need to apologize or say thank you. We're here for you, John.
Oh, my goodness, man. Well, I want to tell you, I know somebody that's actually always there for you, and that's my friends over at Summer and Granite at Los Cabos. You want the authentic taste of Mexico in your mouth, just go to Los Cabos. If you want the best tequila, go to Los Cabos. If you want some fine appetizers, I'm telling you, Los Cabos, man. I got their nachos the other day. Me and Chas went over there. They have those big, gigantic margaritas, you know, where they give you like 50 milliliters. I like the Grand Marnier topper that you put in that bad boy. Absolutely delicious. They got 32-ounce draft beers. Get you some Modelo. Los Cabos. They got lunch specials running right now. Yep, that's right. 11 to 3. Head on over there. Start from $7.99 to $11. Absolutely delicious. Los Cabos, where the authentic flavors of Mexico just melt in your mouth over at Summer and Graham. Now, I'm even scared to talk about fantasy football because I guess I was going to kill people with my terrible information. I was trying to tell people that I love Saquon Barkley this year. New York Giants are so pathetic it's not even funny. They couldn't throw touchdowns. The box was always stacked for Saquon Barkley, yet he was effective. I know he missed 25 games during the span. They had a porous offensive line. I'm worried about Jason Kelce being gone, but you're telling me this isn't a step up in the right direction? I think the one to own is not A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith or anybody offensively other than Saquon Barkley. I think he goes absolutely ham this year in Philadelphia. That's somebody that I'm targeting and absolutely love. Somebody else that I just think is going to be crazy this year. He's always crazy, and this isn't like going out there on a stretch. But the Detroit Lions, they bring back their offensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator, their head coach, basically all their skilled positions. They even got better today and went and stole my man out of Denver. Who'd they steal out of Denver? I can't even remember right now. But you watch, he's going to be on the team. Yeah. He is good.
Yeah.
Problem was, I mean, he was great when he was in Denver. Look at his quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, point is, they're just awesome. I like Denver, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think absolutely goes like CeeDee Lamb, number of catches.
Mm-hmm.
I think CeeDee Lamb, though, goes down a little bit.
Really?
Well, they're definitely going to target him a lot.
Of course.
Like, who else are you going to throw the football to? They don't have a run game. And
Dalvin Cook, welcome to Dallas.
Is he not signed on the practice squad?
We got two RVs. No, I think it's regular.
He's
contract.
actually regular?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, he's back, John.
Who do you think's going to have the better year between those two bums?
Why can't they both have great years, John?
Oh, they're just going to share and tote the rock, and everything's going to be great.
Everything's going to be dandy.
All right. Good luck with that one. Now, I will talk.
Doesn't sound like you like it very much.
I will tell you one thing I do like is some gambling notes. I do want to ask you one quick question. Did you look at the Nebraska game?
I've not. No.
Nebraska is a big time favorite.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
First game of the year. You know, Matt Rule, they're a 27-point favorite over UTEP on Saturday. I think they go out there and they just let my man Dylan Raiola go ham for all the fans.
Yeah.
I think 4 touchdowns sounds crazy, but I think they win by like 35 points pretty easily. I really do like Nebraska the more I look at that. And then how do you not jump all over Georgia?
Against Clemson.
Yeah, man. I'm just not a believer in Clemson.
Another team nobody's talking about this offseason.
I mean, they bringing back Cade Klubnik.
Sure, but how much do you trust him?
0 transfers, bunch of young guys. Their best linebacker left, by the way, in the transfer portal. Notre Dame's offensive line is so banged up. Mike Elko knows. Riley Leonard. I love Notre Dame. Miami Hurricanes against Florida. I'm scared to death of that game, but it's the most intriguing game. I think that's the game you're going to learn. Is Cam Ward and Mario Cristobal and Miami, is the U back? Or is this one of the winnable games for a Florida Gators team that probably will not make a bowl game this year? Because it's a 2-point line. And remember, Graham Mertz was damn good last year.
Yeah.
Damn good. Penn State laying 8, minus 140 against West Virginia. That's another one that steps out for me.
That's going to be a good one.
But again, my favorite, I always come back to this. I don't know why. North Dakota State, I think, is going to be a great bet. Now, I need dogs, by the way. I need a few dogs.
Well, John, I was talking about New Mexico earlier against Arizona. I think the line's maybe moving in New Mexico's favor. I saw it yesterday at 31.5. A site I was reading an article on has it at 30. So maybe, find the right book and get value there if you want to bet New Mexico. But here's the thing, and I'm sure that's exactly what they were doing to find 30 to make it a little bit better for them. This was a nugget I found. I was writing it down in the last segment. Teams making their season debut holds an edge against teams that played in week 0. If you just take FBS teams since 2005, FBS teams that are making their debut against FBS teams that played in week 0 are 64-34 against the spread. That's 63.8% against the spread since 2005. We have 5 games that fit that criteria. You've got Georgia State plus 22.5 against Georgia Tech. That line actually might move up because a lot of people come Saturday.
Taking Georgia Tech.
Exactly, after what they saw against
Georgia State, we're talking about trying to get like almost 30 points.
Sure, so yeah, I could see that. It's 22.5 right now. I could easily see that game being around 25, 24.5. Yeah. Boston College plus 17 at Florida State.
That's the one that I'm kind of scared. I know Florida State played early. Man, no, but Florida State, I mean, if they're ever going to pull it out and just beat the brakes off of somebody, is it not going to be Boston College?
Yeah, but I mean, you also got Boston College has the Castellanos and at quarterback, who's really good with his legs and also has a good arm on him. So that one's an interesting one. Troy minus 9.5.
And who trusts his DJU?
That's a great point. And we saw they were really bad against the run in game 1. BC is going to run it, but we don't know what kind of offense they're going to run because they got a new head coach. Bill O'Brien's over there now, so you don't really know what to expect. Troy minus 9.5 against Nevada. That could be an interesting one. Home game for Troy. Nevada, I know they punched above their weight class last week against SMU. But maybe them minus 9.5. That's another favorite. I know you're looking for underdogs. UCLA minus 13.5 at Hawaii.
Dude,
I don't know about that. I like
Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii. I know they didn't win.
UCLA doesn't even care about football.
That's a good point, and they've got a lot of new to them as well.
Deshaun Foster's their head coach.
Eric Bieniemy, offensive coordinator, though.
You remember Deshaun Foster's opening statements?
Yeah, I do.
We are UCLA. We're in LA.
You probably don't know anything about LA.
You probably don't know anything about us.
Which fair. I mean, Big Ten country.
We're also we're in LA with USC.
That's right. And then finally, the one I was really trying to get to, Arizona -30 against New Mexico. That fits the criteria. Now, he did say in big bold print.
So take New Mexico plus the points?
Well, he's saying don't. That there's more value on taking Arizona -30. But he did say in big bold print that it is only 63.8%, so it's not guaranteed, and history does not always repeat itself, so be very careful. But those are just games to look at. I still like New Mexico. I need to look into it more. I'll try to have an answer for you by Friday. That game's a Saturday game. I'll try to have an answer for you by Friday.
Well, the one that I think everybody needs to jump on as soon as they can is still sounds crazy. I mean, while Texas A&M's 2.5, I think you just have to take it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's at Kyle Field.
Yeah.
Mike Elko's first game. They got studs.
Yeah.
I love it. Just like, hey, I love Texas A&M. And you know what I love that comes out of Texas?
What's
Tito's!
that? Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, out of Austin, Texas, if life hands you lemons, don't freak out, don't fret, don't stress. Just make a lemon drop. Make sure it's with best. And that's Tito's handmade vodka. 6 times distilled. Then distilled in classic copper pots. In small batches. That's why it's just got such a unique flavor and always perfect. Slightly sweet with that black pepper note. It balances everything out whether you're crafting a cocktail or drinking it neat. Get your Tito's on today. Man, you know what's the terrible thing about also not being able to talk sometimes when you have a radio show because you can't?
You have to go to breaks, and then you come back, and a segment feels super short because it was really only half of a segment, and you got to get to a break?
Well, no, it's not really that. It's the fact that I can't drink Tito's right now.
Oh, I see.
You can't. Right now I'm drinking tea, taking vitamins.
Uh-huh.
What else should I be taking?
I don't know. Vitamins are definitely essential.
Edibles. That way you get rid of the pain and the chills.
I guess so.
And we're going to take a quick time out. Hardwood's on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Memphis, it's official. Crab King's Seafood is where it's at. For the most flavored seafood and the biggest plates, run to a Crab King's near you. Visit the Bartlett Cordova location at 7140 Stage Road. The price, the portions, the service is why Crab King's is #1. So don't be disappointed in seafood. Make the right choice the first time and every time. Make it Crab King's. Crab King's have only locally grown catfish. Come and devour tasty snow crabs, king crab, shrimp, salmon, catfish, calamari, and so much more. Enjoy Memphis's best tasting pasta with your choice of toppings. Visit the Bartlett Cordova location at 7140 Stage Road. Crab King's is open Wednesday through Sunday. Enjoy 50% off lunch portions and dollar fountain drinks. The #1 name in Cajun seafood is Crab King's Seafood, a Memphis favorite. Crab King's, 7140 Stage Road. King's with the Z.
Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, Automatic Gates Construction tailors custom gate solutions for all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs, including repairs, maintenance, and installation. Automatic Gates Construction specializes in designing and installing automatic gates and fencing that seamlessly blends security, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Elevate the safety and efficiency of your property with a premium gate solution. Automatic Gates Construction at myautomaticgates.com.
A lot of ladies here in Memphis are wearing beautiful diamond rings. Have you noticed? And a lot of gentlemen are wearing nice Rolex watches now. It's all thanks to Genesis Diamonds. Hey, it's Eric Hasseltine, and Genesis Diamonds has made fine jewelry more affordable than ever. This is Tennessee's direct diamond import. No middleman pricing on the finest GIA certified diamonds. All shapes, all sizes, all in prices you never thought possible. And Genesis is the only jeweler that carries the top bridal designers in America. So you
high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-345-2789. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-345-2789. 800-345-2789 or biglou.com.
All 650 acquisition fee, $20,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage, Forte RE 794,066, MSRP 21,820, Telluride RG 543,666, MSRP 39,835, EV9 R602, 29,603, MSRP 61,035. Lease terms include all rebates and incentives and a PF 695, includes tax, title, license, registration, and fees. Must finance through Hyundai with approved credit, valid through 8/31/24. Dealer stock only.
Yo, Jeff Allen, what's up over there at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah?
I know what's down, Randy. Prices at Gossett Kia Mount Moriah. You looking to save? 41 MPG Highway in a 2024 Kia Forte LXS, $199 a month, $37.99 due at signing. I've got a 2024 Kia Telluride S front-wheel drive, $379 per month, $39.99 due at signing. And Randy, talk about saving big bucks, 304 EPA estimate range for $389 a month in a 2024 Kia EV9 Lite, $49.99 due at signing, all 24-month lease.
Plus the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. We're about to do a little Hardwood where it feels so good. Got some pretty funny stories. One of them that's funny, and I think Bryant Dacus is going to find it funny, has to do with one of his favorite people in the world, Biff Poggi.
I don't find it funny, actually, John. I hope it's a different story than the one I'm thinking about.
It's not about him just being fat or nothing, and wearing funny clothes and being rich.
Yeah.
It's about his team.
Yeah, no, I know exactly the story. I don't find it funny at all, John.
But I will tell you right now, Rick's Powder Coating, for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. They have 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South. They can accommodate it all. Go to Rick's Powder Coating. Give them a call if you want to at 901-367-2771, 901-367-2771, or go to rickspowdercoating.com. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is SS Hardwood.
Woo-wee. I can barely speak. But I can tell you this. There's some funny stuff going on out in the world. Like, check this out. There's a team that's going to be playing college football this weekend without half of its starting roster. That would be the Charlotte 49ers team. They are facing James Madison, who won 11 games a year ago, if you don't remember. And guess what? For some reason, the Niners were at one point considered a whole touchdown underdog. Now it should be a lot more than that because 71 players, 71 players on the team that came over in the offseason, and over half of them are injured, and they get half their starting lineup. How do you lose 50% of your starting lineup when they don't even hit anymore? It ain't like they're doing bull in the ring down there.
Well, maybe they are, because that's the only explanation I have, is they were just way too physical.
Dude, you think that's what it was? No, man. It's kind of like, your generation. Like, I can't party with people y'all's age because we pregame harder than y'all. We pregame harder than y'all party.
I see.
And I don't know, man. Biff Poggi tried to go like it's a little old school, and I guess these kids didn't make it, man. But could you imagine? Is there a gambling note in there?
I mean, there's got to be something, but like, when has this ever happened?
I'm just saying,
Here's
Big
what to do
Poachie's
when-
and the Charlotte 49ers. I wouldn't even talk about them because they're not any good. What did they win 3 games last year?
Yeah, I mean, but what would the gambling note be? When a team is down 50% of their starting lineup, take the favorite? I mean, it's crazy.
That'll work.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make it. That's our gambling rule.
All right, so everybody loves Red Zone, right?
Of course.
The only thing that kind of annoyed you was that second window. Sometimes they don't have 2 games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And for Red Zone, going back and forth between 2 very average games, you need a little third. You need a fourth. Guess what? The NFL for once listened to somebody. This year, the NFL executives got together. They talked about Red Zone in their marketing, and they're going to make sure they will not have just 2 games in the late window anymore. The lowest number they will have will be 3, and only in 2 weeks. The rest of the time, we will be getting 4 games in the afternoon to watch on Red Zone. And also, it's more games in case you had a bad morning. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
Got to make a little money up before a little Sunday night football. And then sometimes you got to win it all back on Monday. You never know. Things sometimes happen that way. Now, you know how I was telling you about my man? They've gone so weird. Oscar De La Hoya and Holly Saunders, you know how I told you about them getting naked and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, now they're doing it for a good cause. Because they got naked again on their social media. But this time, they did it to bring attentions for prostate exams and mammograms. So Oscar De La Hoya bared his bare ass and said, "Get a prostate exam." And Holly Saunders showed her tatas and said, "Get mammograms." I do have to admit, if you're going to get naked, do it for a good cause. I kind of like that. And then did you see LeBron James talking about his son?
Yeah, he said he got to refer to him as a teammate, but he can refer to just LeBron, Bron. He could even call him GOAT. You know, so if Brian wants to walk around and say, "What's up, GOAT?"
He
can
said,
do
yeah.
that.
The main point
but not
was,
Dad.
He said, "Man, don't ever call me Dad in the workplace." He's like, once we leave our private facility and the gates close and we get on the deadgum basketball court, you can't say, "Pass me the ball, Dad. I'm open, Dad." And he did say you could call me Braun, GOAT, or 2-3. That would be funny as hell if he was running down the court one day and they got him on a hot mic. "Dad, I'm open, I'm open, Dad.
Over here, Dad.
It is.
Hit me in the corner.
But the fact if they do play together on the same court, that's going to be straight up pimp. You know whose Bush is back in the Heisman house?
Reggie.
Reggie Bush's. They put his portrait back in the Heisman house. Is the Heisman house one of the best commercials going?
Of course.
I love those damn commercials.
There's a new Verbo. Are you familiar with Verbo?
That's like Airbnb, right?
It basically the exact same thing. They're basically Airbnb's competitor. They have a new commercial that I think just came out today with Nick Saban in it.
Really?
And his character, I mean, he's still Nick Saban in the commercial, but he's playing this, like, grumpy old man that's, like, renting his house out to people. It is the funniest thing. And, like, at the end, they're like, yeah, don't go stay with a guy like that. Stay out of Verbo.
I like it.
It's hilarious.
By the way, I asked the question, better show, TNT or Game Day? You got Nick Saban now on Game Day. Of course, Herbie's still there. You got Pat McAfee on Game Day,
right.
pounding beers, eating edibles. You still got the coach putting headgear on. Do you remember when he put the headgear on one time? Was that a couple years ago? And then he said the F word and threw it off and put on the other one?
That's right.
Oh, man, only coach. You got Desmond Howard on that joint.
Uh-huh.
Man. You know what? I just realized something. They don't have a hottie on the set.
Oh, my gosh.
Neither one of those shows have a hottie. Tuh. So now are we going to call them sexist? Tell me a female that's on TNT. Tell me the female that's on Game Day.
John, I actually have a predicament. I don't know why this is the story that made me think of this. So I was out last night with one of my best friends and my brother Connor, right? And we just went to Huey's, have a nice dinner with our buddy. and he is a musician, right? He's an artist, okay? And so he released a music video yesterday.
I mean, can he actually play, or is he just a starving artist? Can he pay for himself?
Yes. He's a singer. He doesn't play any instruments or anything. But he dropped a music video yesterday. And to celebrate his music video release, he bought 2 Rumple shots.
Rumple Mints, man. 100 proof peppermint schnapps.
At
some real alcoholic-ish, if you know what I mean.
Thank you. That's what we said. So he got those 2 at Huey's.
I shot some not too long ago.
We're just sitting at Huey's at a table. You know, he's like, let me get 2 Rumple shots. And so he gets them and, like, takes a picture or takes a video and posts it on a story. He's like, go check out the music video. We're partying tonight because of the music video release. And me and my brother ridiculed him the rest of the night for ordering that at just a regular dinner. And, like, it's not like we're out partying or anything. We're just having dinner.
Dude, so what, man?
Huh.
You can have Rumple for breakfast. Let's say that you woke up late and you got to meet some hottie at brunch.
But he also couldn't handle it, John. He took the shots. He's like, oh man, that was a lot. Oh man, and we were like, hey, grow up here, grow up.
What did I tell you?
Your generation and my generation. Yep.
We pregame harder than y'all party. It's just a fact, Jack.
John, have you ever been to VSiN?
VSiN? Are you talking about the Vegas network?
Yeah, the Vegas Sports Information Network. I think that's what it's called.
You know, I love watching my boy Greg.
Oh,
He's
that's
so
right.
special.
He's well, that's a little too spot on. I just found 8. What is this? What is the story titled? 8 betting concepts for Week 1 in college football. And these are terrific, John.
All right, I like good concepts.
I can't wait to share these concepts with you.
Check it out. I got a pen and a piece of paper.
You want them right now?
Oh, you going to save them for later?
How about I give you a couple right now? We'll spread them out. We got today, tomorrow, and Friday. I'll just give you a couple today.
And a couple tomorrow.
And I'll give you a couple tomorrow.
And a couple on Friday.
And a couple on Friday. So we'll split them up 2 to 4. We'll do 4 on Friday.
I don't got much time for you on Friday, though.
Okay,
I got Ben Bennett, I got Jay Ham, I got Lee Sterling, I got T-Money and Uncle Brasky.
John, when are you going to fit all these people in? I think you messed up your scheduling.
Ben Bennett's going to be at 11, talking Houston High School. We're going to have Jay Ham talking college football. At 12 o'clock, we got Lee Sterling at the Professional Gambler at ParamountSports.com. He's going to give us everything from college football to the NFL. And then we have our 2 favorite degenerates in the whole wide world, T-Money and Uncle Brasky.
Wow, Vegas Stats and Information Network. I was way off on what it stood for. Okay, here's one for you, just to get a taste. Home field advantage between unfamiliar P4 non-conference games. The host in those games is 26-13 straight up and 23-13-3 against the spread. This is only week 1 betting. That's 63.9% over the last decade. Here are the games that fit that criteria. UNC at Minnesota. Minnesota is a 1.5-point underdog. TCU at Stanford. Stanford is a 9.5-point underdog. Penn State at West Virginia. West Virginia is an 8.5-point underdog. Miami at Florida. Florida is a 2.5-point underdog. And Virginia Tech at Vandy. Vandy is a 13.5-point underdog. So just something to keep an eye on. I especially like it for that North Carolina-Minnesota game tomorrow night because we were just here at the beginning of the show talking about nobody's talking about this North Carolina team. Nobody's talking about Minnesota either. But at home, that close to a spread,
Barber ain't coming through that door.
Exactly. And the last one I'll share with you because this one only has one game that fits the criteria. Small neutral site favorites in P4 non-con games in week 1 are 14-4 straight up and 13-5 against the spread. That's 72.9%, and that is over the since 2013. So 72.2% run since 2013. The only game that fits that criteria, John, LSU minus 4.5 against USC in Vegas. So this is telling you maybe take the Bayou Bengals.
Couple things that I absolutely have to say that I like. One other story.
I'm working today, John.
Put that work in, son. I'm proud of you. I still think we pregame harder than you party.
Yeah, you probably do.
I will say also this. We speak only 2 language, real-ish and sarcasms. That's the problem that y'all have because y'all want us to consider your damn feelings, and we don't care.
Yeah.
But you know what I do care about? Dude wipes. Did you see what the Chicago Bear did on the last episode of Hard Knocks?
No, John. I think 2 episodes behind.
Well, this is just
I
one.
I might catch up tonight.
They told the this lineman, the guy's from Canada. I mean, what do y'all use up in Canada, man? They said go get some some adult cleansers.
Huh.
They're talking about dude wipes. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah. Have you ever used dude wipes before?
Man, I don't know if you know this, man. I'm a dude. And the dude came out back with Clorox.
Oh.
And it's kind of funny in the episode. Everybody made fun of him.
That is funny.
Well, guess who showed up today to the Bears facility?
The owner of Dude Wipes or something like that.
A Dude Wipes little bitty truck. The funniest thing is it's got a little bitty poop emoji on top of the Dude Wipes car.
That's great.
And they unloaded a whole thing of Dude Wipes for the Chicago Bears.
That's hilarious. That's great. Great marketing by them.
I'll tell you another thing that needs to be marketed a little bit more than just Dude Wipes.
Mm-hmm.
Ball hammocks.
Okay.
Like, I'm telling you, have you seen these commercials?
I don't think so.
Best invention in the history of the world.
Interesting.
Big fan.
I see.
Even better than the Lululemon underwear, which are extremely expensive. In fact, I think it's like Shinesties or something. But get their ball hammocks. That was a free one for you. Don't touch the dial. We got to close out. You know, we really aren't going to bet on baseball today, right?
It's up to you, John.
I'm going to give you a football bet. Don't touch that dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled, and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. Fiveash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Are you looking to save on gas? Well, we got it covered at Gossett Kia on the Pike with 41 in Beachy Highway and your new 2024 Kia Forte LXS. $199 a month, $37.99 to its side. Or how about a 2024 Kia EV9 Lite with 0% APR available for 48 months? Or get 304 EPA estimated range for $389 a month, $49.99 to its signing. All 24-month lease. Plus, you always get peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call Bobby J. He's ready to put you in your new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike or online 24/7, 365 at KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Acquisition fee $20,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte RE794066, MSRP 21820, EV9 R6029603, MSRP 61035. Lease terms include all rebates and incentives, and PF 695 includes tax, title, license, registration, and fees. Must finance through Hyundai with approved credit, valid through 8/31/24. Dealer stock only.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square. Fun, friendly, exciting, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs for all your favorite games, 24 taps for all your favorite beers, including NA and local craft beers, and an in-front-of-the-wall full bar for all your other favorite beverages, including a full wine list. And in an upscale menu, patio seating, daily specials, and events, and you found all your sports in the one right place. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square, Highway 70. Drive like a pro and support a great cause during the sales drive at Landers Ford in Collierville, Landers Ford South in South Haven, and Landers Ford North in Covington. We've provided over 100 new Fords to be driven by the pros at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Now they're all being sold with demo prices. That's right. Over 100 new Fords driven by the pros are being sold with demo pricing below market value. A portion of the proceeds go directly to the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. This is a once-a-year opportunity to trade up and drive like a pro while supporting a great cause. Visit LandersMemphis.com. That's LandersMemphis.com. Or come see us at Landers Ford in Collierville, Landers Ford South in South Haven, or Landers Ford North in Covington. With our Landers Easy Pass, you can get top dollar for your trade-in to help you save even more. Don't miss your chance. Reserve your demo price new Ford driven by a pro at the FedEx St. Jude Championship and lock in low APR financing. Remember, if it doesn't say Landers, you paid too much.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Brian Davis all day long, all day strong. Tomorrow we got a busy show. It's Thursday. We're going to have Isaac Simpson on the show at 11:30. We'll be breaking down all things from the Memphis Tigers to college sports, what's going on with them Cowboys. 12 o'clock, we might get Evie back. We might have Evie back. I hope we
Let's
do.
go. I hope
so. I can't wait. But we will be talking a little bit of Ole Miss football as well tomorrow. And then, of course, I'll close thing out with a little hardwood and some bets. And then we are going to be talking a lot about who we're betting on tomorrow. So I did want to bring this up. Two things. One, I saw this just now. Christian Braun said no to Russell Westbrook about getting his number 0. And I forgot that Russell Westbrook, or don't remember it, is now playing for the Denver Nuggets. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Could he get himself a chip? That would be crazy. But I will say Russell Westbrook said that he never asked Christian Braun for his number, and he's wearing number 4. So back off Christian Braun. He didn't say no to him because they said people were being mean to Christian Braun. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But one thing I also don't believe is I just saw a picture for some reason of Ludacris. You know who Ludacris is? Luda! He says that he has a bucket list, or as he likes to call it, a blanket list. And he says he's never tasted fresh glacial water in his life. So my man just hopped on a plane and he guess where he went? He went to Alaska. And in the video, 27 million people have viewed this bad boy, and he takes a drink of this fresh glacier water.
I wish I had that much money where I could just hop on a plane and do something that I've always wanted to do.
He said he felt like every cell in his human body was being hydrated and rejuvenated at the same time.
Okay, please.
Now, underneath it, there were people who said some funniest stuff. Like one guy goes, bro, polar bears pee in that. Another one says, be careful with glacier water. Even though it looks fresh and clean, it often has bacteria, parasites, and viruses. Microorganisms are things you definitely don't want in your system. Heck, you may be lucky enough to discover some ancient disease. Good luck, bro. I think I'd be having a panic attack right now.
Yeah, it's tough.
But I will tell you, how pimp is it? Oh, I want to taste some glacier water.
No, that is
and you
power
got the
move,
loot
for sure.
to just do it?
Yeah.
Damn, man. Well, I hope everybody enjoys their Thursday. Don't forget, we've got college football tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and next Thursday, the NFL. So it's full of football tomorrow. That's my time. Peace.
Hey, Jason Mullane, man, Marshall, it's the Volkswagen Saturday Summer Sales Event at Gossett Volkswagen on the Pike. And, buddy, I need the scoop.
Randy, don't pass this one by, my man. Take your pick, 2024 Taos SE or 2024 Jetta Sport, just $275 a month. And 2024 Atlas Peak Edition, $5,000 off or 0.9% APR for 60 months. And remember, at Gossett Volkswagen on the Pike, no reasonable offer will be refused.
Remember, it's your choice, 2024 Taos SE or 2024 Jetta Sport, $275 a month. And 2024 Atlas Peak Edition's $5,000 off or 0.9% APR for 60
Swag.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial.